What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Yesterday was the season premiere of season 3 of Lethal Weapon, which of course had Seann Scott pretty much replacing Clayne Crawford. Now I gotta say, Seann Scott was pretty good in his part. I mean, I really dug the chemistry between him and Damon Wayans. I thought the chemistry was on point. And anyway, this is not a review for Lethal Weapon, by the way. I just want to throw my little thoughts out there. This video, I decided to do like my top 10 favorite Seann Scott movies because I've really been a big fan of this guy. I mean, from American Pie to Goon, this guy is just awesome. So, with that being said, here is my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 is his 2000 road trip comedy he did titled, Road Trip. Now, I love me some Road Trip. Road Trip is so darn funny. It's really raunchy. It was like the early 2000s college comedy film. It's hysterical. I mean, you got pretty much a group of friends who go on a road trip to retrieve a tape of sorts that was accidentally sent to the lead guy's girl. It's a really funny film. It had a pretty cool cast that included Breckin Meyer, Scott, not to mention DJ Qualls was in this. What else was in this movie? I think. Oh yeah, Amy Smart was in this. I think Amy Smart was. Oh yeah, Amy Smart was in this. Tom Green, probably the best thing that Tom Green's ever done. And the film was also directed by Todd Phillips, who also went on to direct stuff like the Hangover movies, and not to mention he's doing that Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. So kind of interesting that the guy who directed this is doing Joker. I find that pretty interesting, but yeah, Seann Scott was a scene stealer in this movie. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen Road Trip, holy cow! By the time 2020 gets here, this movie will be 20 years old. Dang. Feel old yet? But yeah, definitely watch Road Trip Ago. It's a really funny comedy. Alright, coming in at number 9 is the 2012 comedy Goon, which pretty much starred Seann Scott as a hockey player of sorts who pretty much messes people up. This Goon is a really violent comedy, and Seann Scott pretty much played the role really well. It's definitely one of my favorite hockey movies because I'm not really a sports guy or anything, but I do love me a good sports movie, and I think Goon is awesome. The sequel is actually slightly even better. Maybe I should have added the sequel instead of the first one, but both films are really good. I mean, the film also had Jay Baruchel, Liev Schreiber, Eugene Levy was in the first one, and Jay Baruchel actually directed the second Goon. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen the Goon movies by now, especially if you're a hockey fan, well, even if you're not a hockey fan, I think you'll probably enjoy Goon. All right, coming in at number 8 is probably his smallest role on this list, and that will be Final Destination. I could have had it added this a little higher, but his role wasn't that huge or anything, which is why I didn't add Final Destination higher on the list. His part was pretty funny. I mean, I really dug the scenes that Seann Scott was in. He didn't last too long. Slightly a bit of a spoiler. But if you guys still haven't seen Final Destination, it's probably one of my favorite horror movies. And of course, it spawned a few sequels down the line. I mean, definitely one of my favorite horror franchises. And Seann Scott's death in this was actually cool. I mean, pretty much all the deaths in the Final Destination films are so unique. But I mean, the Scott one you actually sort of didn't really saw it coming with that part. But yeah, if you guys still haven't seen the first Final Destination and the other ones as well, definitely give Final Destination a go. I mean, It's an awesome horror movie. All right, coming in at number 7 is the 2005 movie The Dukes of Hazzard. Now, of course, Dukes of Hazzard, it was pretty much based on the hit TV show of the same name. And years later, The Dukes of Hazzard got a big screen movie adaptation, which paired Johnny Knoxville and Seann William Scott. Why not you mention Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke? Jessica Simpson and Daisy Duke. I mean, yeah. I got miss seeing Jessica Simpson on the big screen. I got miss seeing her do music as well. Anyway, I actually kind of thought Jessica Simpson was pretty decent as the role of Daisy Duke. Not for the obvious reasons, of course, but she was actually okay as the role. Of course, you got Willie Nelson. The late great Burt Reynolds was in this. Yeah, I really love that Dukes of Hazzard movie that got released. Too bad they never went ahead and did a sequel. I would have loved to see Seann William Scott and Johnny Knoxville and Jessica Simpson all back. But it's a little too late. I don't think we'll ever see a sequel to this. Anyway, coming in at number 6 is the film The Rundown, which starred Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Although back in the days, like this was like before The Rock became big as he was now. And back in the days, The Rock, pretty much Dwayne Johnson just went by The Rock when he used to do movies back in the days. And I thought it was pretty cool seeing him pair up against Seann William Scott. I think this was probably my first introduction to The Rock, I believe. Because I'm not a sports guy, so I never really got into wrestling or anything. But when I first saw this movie, I was like, wait, who the heck is this The Rock guy? Since then, I pretty much became a fan of The Rock, And I really thought Seann William Scott pairing with The Rock was perfect. They had so good chemistry in this. It also had a pretty supporting cast as well. I think Rosario Dawson was in this. Christopher Walken, I believe, was also in this movie. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen The Rundown, it's really awesome. It's really fun. Lots of cool action. Cool, like I said, cool chemistry between Johnson and Scott. The Rundown is a really good film. All right, coming in at number 5 is American Reunion. Now, of course, American Reunion is like the 4th installment of the American Pie movies. This one came out in 2012 and pretty much reunited the gang we knew and loved from the original American Pie, and they all pretty much got together for the high school reunion. Of course, I was too young to really watch the other American Pie movies in theaters, but this was actually my first time ever seeing an American Pie movie in theaters, and I love the experience. I mean, I saw this movie like twice in theaters when it got released, and I had a blast with it. It was really cool seeing the gang all on the big screen together. Because, like I said, I was young when the other ones came out, so of course I couldn't see those Pie movies. But I mean, Seann William Scott back as Steve Stifler was just fun to watch. Like the scene with him and what he did in the scene with him and the cooler. I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't know how many people have seen American Reunion. But if you guys seen American Reunion, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, come on, he did something in a cooler. But yeah, I'm still hoping we get like another American Pie movie down the line, but we'll see what happens because I really love hanging with these characters. All right, coming in at number 4 is the 2008 comedy Role Models, which starred Seann William Scott and Paul Rudd, who pretty much goes to like a Big Brothers, I think it was Big Brothers program to mentor young kids and all. Seann William Scott pretty much mentored Bobby J. Thompson, while Paul Rudd mentored Christopher Mintz-Plasse, aka McLovin. And of course, they're trying to stay out of jail. That's why they're doing this. I love role models. I mean, I really dug the chemistry between Scott and Rudd. Elizabeth Banks was also in this. Also, how good was Jane Lynch in this movie? I don't think a lot of people talk how good Jane Lynch was. Oh, and Ken Marino was also in this. I love Ken Marino. He's a really funny guy. I mean, I really like the mainly Rudd and Scott's chemistry was good, but my favorite chemistry out of the whole movie has gotta be Scott and Bobby J. Thompson. I simply love that chemistry. I mean, the same with them and dressing up as Kiss. Love that scene. Of course, the scene with where Bobby J. Thompson, takes Seann William Scott's truck and you know goes like for a joyride with it. That's another one of my favorite scenes. I don't want to spoil too much of the scenes, but yeah, I love role models. I'll be down to see a sequel, but I don't think it'll ever happen. Not to mention, it turns. My God, role models turns 10 this year. Yeah, filled yet? But if you guys still haven't seen role models, it's really funny. All right, coming in at number 3 is another American Pie movie, and that is American Pie 2. Now, I was on the skeptical to add just one American Pie movie on this list, but you know what? I really couldn't do that. I'm just a pie. Like, you know how there's so many Potterheads, and there's like, so many Twilight fans that call themselves Twihards or anything? I guess you could call me probably a pie heart or something. I don't know what us American Pie fans should be called, but anyway, American Pie 2 is so darn funny. I mean, of course, it was a sequel to 1999's American Pie, and it had like the gang. Now they're in college, so they decided to go on like a summer. I think it was summer. Yeah, summer. Like for a summer vacation, and they go to like a house that in like the during like on the beach or something like that. And I mean, American Pie 2 is so awesome. I mean, come on, Seann William Scott kissed Jason Biggs. That's right. And this movie had Steve Stifler kissing Jim. Yeah. And also there's like I simply love that scene with Seann William Scott, Jason Biggs, and I think it was Finch, where they were all because they all broke into like these two girls' houses, next door, and so the girls are trying to get them to do stuff, so that they don't, call the cops or anything. If you guys see American Pie 2, you know what I'm talking about. That is probably my funny my favorite pie moment. One of these days, I should do my top 10 favorite American Pie moments. One of these days, I'll think about that. But yeah, I mean, American Pie 2 is, I could say it's probably my favorite out of the franchise. Because lots of people would say comedy sequels aren't as funny as the original. I gotta say, American Pie 2 slightly is funnier than the original. I mean, it has some funnier scenes, some funnier lines, some funnier dialogue. Yeah, I just love American Pie 2. All right, coming in at number 2 is Dude, Where's My Car, which also came out in 2000. I think 2000. Yeah, it came out in 2000. And 2000 was like the year of Seann William Scott. I mean, he had Road Trip, Final Destination, and Dude, Where's My Car? I love Dude, Where's My Car? I mean, it is so darn funny. It pretty much teamed up Seann William Scott with Ashton Kutcher. This was actually, I think this was Ashton Kutcher's first feature film, if I'm not mistaken. Because, of course, like in the late 90s, Ashton Kutcher was big with That 70s Show, so he didn't do as much movies as he did today. So this was like his big movie breakout role. And it pretty much, I guess it was like the hangover of the 2000s, where Seann William Scott and Ashton Kutcher like loses their car, and so they gotta retrace their steps, and lots of shenanigans happen along the way. I mean, there's stuff with these like hot chicks there. Oh, the Chinese food scene. Yo, that Chinese food scene cracks me up every time I watch it. If you guys have seen Dude, Where's My Car, you know what I'm talking about. And I also thought Seann Scott and Ashton Kutcher both had good chemistry together. I kind of want to see them do another movie together. It's been a long time. I don't mind if it's another Dude, Where's My Car thing. Like, I'll love to see them reunite again. But yeah, Dude, Where's My Car it's really funny. It's pretty original at the time as well. I mean, there are a lot of jokes in there that I don't think could really will really fit well with today's audience. But yeah, Dude, Where's My Car? I just love that movie. I'll pretty much watch that film almost anytime it's on. Like, it's seriously my go-to comedy. Come to think of it, I'll be down to see another Dude, Where's My Car? Maybe in 2020. I mean, the movie turns 20 years old by 2020, so maybe they could do a sequel in 2020. Anyway, if you guys still haven't seen Dude, Where's My Car, I think you'll probably like it. Oh, wait. Also, real quick, how awesome was the ostrich scenes in this? I mean, I don't know if those were like real ostriches or anything, but like those ostriches was pretty awesome. Anyway, coming in at number one is no surprise. It's the first American Pie. I mean, it pretty much redefined the raunchy high school comedy genre. Seann Scott, of course, is amazing as Stifler. I simply love that character. Stifler is probably one of my favorite characters from a comedy. Like, Stifler is just so raunchy. He chose some of the best parties in these movies, and Seann Scott is just perfect as this role. And he has really good chemistry with the other cast, like Jason Biggs. He has good chemistry with. Even Eddie Kai Thomas as Finch, he has a good chemistry with. Even though throughout the franchise, Stifler and Finch just go at it because Finch does, to Stifler's mom. Oh, how awesome is Jennifer Coolidge as Stifler's mom? By the way, I don't think she gets enough credit as the role of Stifler's mom. Oh, and also Eugene Levy as Jim. As Jim's dad is really awesome. Of course, Shannon Elizabeth was awesome in this, and not for the obvious reasons, by the way. You also got like Mia Savari, Tara Reid. The American Pie movies had some of the best cast I've seen in comedies, and it was pretty good in these films, But anyway, back to the first one. Yeah, Seann Scott was really fun. Like, I think it was like his first breakout role was the first American Pie. And since then, he's done other stuff here and there. Yeah, I just love him as the role of Steve Stifler. If they don't do another American Pie movie, I'm all for seeing just a Stifler movie. If they announce tomorrow or whenever that Universal is doing just a Stifler movie, I'm all for it. I mean, Stifler is seriously one of the best characters out there. But yeah, if you guys still haven't seen the American Pie movies, binge. I'll say mainly binge the American Pie 1, 2, 3, and Reunion. The straight to DVD ones are cool, but I don't really count them as a franchise with us. But I was going to add American Wedding on this list, but I didn't really want to add all the American Pie movies, because he's been in other stuff other than just American Pie, so that's why I decided to just leave one of them off. But yeah, that's pretty much it with my favorite Seann William Scott movies. Let me run down the list. Number 10, Road Trip. Number 9, Goon. Number 8, Final Destination. Number 7, The Dukes of Hazzards. Number 6, The Rundown. Number 5, American Reunion. Number 4, Role Models. Number 3, American Pie 2. Number 2, Dude, Where's My Car? And number 1, American Pie. Now, there's loads of other ones I could have added. Let me pull up Scott's resume. He actually has a pretty decent resume. I think I'm one of the only few people who didn't mind movie 43. But I mean, Seann William Scott and Johnny Knoxville's roles in that was pretty funny. The Goon sequel, like I said, was pretty good. He was also in like some of the Ice Age movies. He was also in Old School. I always keep forgetting he was in Old School. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, he was good in. Super Troopers 2. Fun fact about him is Super Troopers 2. In that movie, this might be a little bit of spoiler for Super Troopers 2, but in the beginning of the sequel, had Seann William Scott partnering up with Damon Wayans Jr. You know why that's funny? Because Damon Wayans Jr.'s dad is Seann William Scott's partner. And is pretty much Scott's partner Murtaugh in the Lethal Weapon show. So that's kind of pretty funny there. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for my favorite Seann William Scott movies. Let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Seann William Scott movies? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.